Good news, Ulgrin's finally back. He's probably a little terrified. He's probably not going to sleep well for a while.
I could go for a pint right about now. Come on, what you say?
Never mind, he's fine.
Not even that storm of death summoned by those of black hearts could sunder your resolve. So it is tragedy, nay, insult, that you boldest of Bretons, man and woman alike, have suffered under debauched tyrants, lords who sought their wants to the destruction of yours. Is it not time for someone to break this most pernicious pattern? That the promise of dawn should show harvest in day.
Getting sucked into another rich Ponzi's lies. Oh. How dare you sully the prince's name? Punish this traitor. Oh boy.
Best keep those lips sealed, lest you want to part with that tongue of yours right here.
You're all fools, head so firmly up your lord's asses you can't even smell the ashes. This kingdom's gonna burn.
That's it. I was planning on visiting you later, but I'll be taking your head now. Come here, scum.
You needn't rush to my defense, for the only threat here is truth. Many are reticent, fearful to speak out against those above. To have endured a lord's madness, a king's decadence, and not rage against the gods who ordained their rule? Servility, befitting dogs, not men.
Your prince has shown mercy, serf. Best show your appreciation.
Reflect, if you will, this land and its history, how the past bleeds seamlessly into the present, where the wounds of times past yonder still gape as to drown the realm in a red haze of madness. That past is an anchor, staying our destinies, and only with the collective might of the Reach can we smash the chain. Like a yearning child yet conceived, trapped within the crushing womb, must erupt from its shell by any means. Cast your traumas, kill your fear. Hope shall take their stead. Every man and woman here has but one imperative: to prevail against the world itself.
Wasn't he saying earlier we gotta keep the lower class in line?
Overcome our shared antipathy.
Just thinking about
for
that.
life and its injustices. Behold the advent of new enterprise. We are undergoing a total restoration of Evermore. Laborers of every craft work tirelessly to further our dominion. The further our presence, the nearer our enemies' defeat. Soon there will be no hole for their dark ilk to fester.
Mm-hmm.
And through all the blood, sweat, and toil, the Reach, not for the savage, nor the stranger, but for you, Reach me.
He's talking about you, Ulgrin.
To
Go
make
settle
our
the
No,
inn for a
Ulgrin,
bit.
not now.
My
No.
legs are begging for a rest.
our right. To triumph over trepidation and sail our fate through the maelstrom of destiny. This ultimate agenda was yesterday a dream, a tale to cope. Now our ideals are no longer distant. When the Reachmen home their desires into one shared purpose, even mountains will quake. Will to power, no longer to endure, to suffer. We will prosper. They thought you sheep,
Bah.
preying on you at your weakest. Now you have heart. Now you have willpower.
But not money.
Now it is you who are strong. You will be feared. Hail Evermore!
Something you need.
Not a single clap. I feel like that says plenty right there. I feel like that tells you everything, huh, Damian?
Speak up.
I see the people have taken a liking to you already.
The people need a figure of hope, a paragon where all the other leaders had failed. A great privilege to be of the few progenitors of good in the Reach. Unfortunately, I am to depart here soon, so anything you need to say, make it brief. 3/4 of today's schedule still awaits.
I needed to speak to you about something urgent.
A grave tone to those words. Not something to be taken in its stride, I assume. Yet I have important men waiting for me in the west, so we must speak later.
Okay.
Until next time.
Wait, is that not gonna move it along?
The people. Unfortunately, I am to depart.
Let me
here
see if
soon.
I say
So anything
congratulations
you need to say,
instead.
make it brief. I've enough dogged worship from the people. Though having laboured over that speech for the better half of a week, I wouldn't react well to criticism. Now then, I must leave. Take care.
Oh,
Knight,
Until next time.
okay.
interruption.
Nope, that's why.
but I need your attention within the temple.
That's why. There you are. Could this not wait?
Trust me, you will thank me for being so impatient. Please, within the temple. Farewell.
What could it be? No. Come with me. Come with me. We gotta hurry. This is urgent. Right?
It's about what the missionary saw when he scoured that damn facility in the mountains. Or rather, what he's seen now that made him evoke such dread.
Slow down. Explain what's happened. Clearly.
The prince, Damian, had entered the temple to greet us. Almost immediately did the missionary become capricious. I thought it was fatigue from the exercise, but he was extremely pallid. I've never seen such a drastic turn of health so quickly.
Because the murder in the red light district in the brothel didn't happen until Prince Damian got here. Where's the missionary now?
I've sent him off to the Divide, where Fennig, the town's priest, will look after him. He is young, and the events that transpired here have probably overwhelmed him.
Should I confront Damian then, or do you have other plans?
Every fiber of my being begs you not to pursue this cause, but this spurious revival of the town irks me. If the missionary's suspicions were true, and we did nothing, I would not be able to live with myself.
What exactly made the missionary so spooked? What did he say?
As you already know, these alteration exercises the missionary undertakes are extensive, so much so that the senses become incredibly sensitive and highly attuned. If whatever or whoever comes within close proximity during or immediately after, such as a day or two beyond the ritual, then a terrific psychic backlash can occur. Which is what I think occurred here. Coincidentally, the last item he traced was provided by you. I won't draw conclusions, as I cherish the welfare of the kingdom too much. Yet I tell you of this because I know you are of the scrupulous sort. So assuage this malaise, and pray that the prince is not implicated in these affairs.
Oh, he is. Fear not, I will be reserved when dealing with him.
Your arrival here has been a miracle. Thank you, Knight. Were it not for you, we would all be suffering a fate worse than any could fathom.
I think you can fathom.
Doing well, Knight?
I think you can fathom, seeing as we almost got pulled into oblivion itself. We're headed to the quarry. It's right by Mossbane Farms. I love that we can see Durrani Tower, Adamantine Tower on the map. It's right on the edge of kind of the playable zone, or rather the zone rendered out in the map, but it's just nice kind of having back there in the background. I guess for me, Durrani Tower has always been really interesting because it is the oldest structure on Nirn. And I know it was in
Never fancied field work
the Elder
myself.
Scrolls 2 Daggerfall
Too
pretty
dull.
prominently too,
When
but
you're having the courage to take up the sword, what else can you do?
I feel like some of the
except
more
take up the
recent
rake?
lore about it, or the more modern lore ever since there was that little bit of rework on Elder Scrolls lore and canon ever since Morrowind onward, it's a little bit more serious, it's a little bit more interesting, and I'd love to see how it could be implemented in the future.
Carry the Griffin, Knight of Evermore.
Don't mind if I do. So head to the quarry. And according to my quest log, the concern is that Damian is possessed by some sort of demon. It's funny because my take on it was that he was doing this willingly. Granted, he could have willingly be possessed by a demon, but when I think possessed, I usually think against someone's will. Uh-oh, what? You again? So, what are you?
The vestige of an of distant might. You seek to unwind what is,
It's funny because
to make sense of
he's just standing out here. No one really seems to mind.
an identity stretches before us until the final nights. Ask away.
Why are you this way now?
A destiny perverted, a bog drowned in mother's nocturnal feast, depraved from the second birth to death. I attempt to recall, but words fail me. That temporal visage had no change. My sole desire. The witch intoned grave burdens after her ritual. That flesh may change, but the past cannot. Memories like an anchor. My focus was captured by
I hate to interrupt, but he's very long-winded. I think I'd be more okay with him being so long-winded if the voice was something more pleasant to listen to. Because hearing 5-10 minutes of this voice, it gets a little grating after a little while.
cruel were needed, rampaging through all who came before me. But small guilt began to fade.
It reminds me of the Vorcha from Mass Effect 2 and 3. Except the Vorcha you only ever heard for like 30 seconds at a time. You didn't have to sit and listen to the Vorcha for 5-10 minutes. I was hoping to listen to the different lore topics that we had. That being said, I just listened to What Are You, and it was nearly 15 minutes long, and it really didn't need to be. If anything, of those 15 minutes, maybe 1 or 2 minutes was actually explaining what he was, how he sacrificed his brother in order to become a Breton, how he made deals with this witch, how he was then flayed alive, made a second deal with the witch, and turned into the abomination that he is. We didn't need 15 minutes for that. I'm worried that the others are going to be 15 minutes each as well. It's a very grating voice, so listening to it for 15 minutes pretty much straight, when not a lot is actually being said to move the story forward, it's not necessarily great. It's a little bit much, and the last thing I want is to sit here for an entire video or two just listening to his innuendo.
Continue the narrative.
I would like to. I'm going to, because frankly, I'm tired of this conversation at this point. It's too long. It's too much. Sorry if I maybe come across as too quick to judge or too quick to dismiss some of the conversation topics, but we're half an hour into the recording, and that entire time is really just talking to him. And once again, I feel like we did not need to be there for 30 minutes. I feel like not enough was accomplished for 30 minutes of conversation. Predothor?
Stop pissing me off.
Hey, you sound like Mech or Sek. One of them. I don't remember which one is which. What's happening here? Look at you, that strength and vigor ushering from your every orifice. I would love to us engage in a savage dance. What? Ha, where are my manners? I forget how the prey works sometimes. My mind is still in the past, where I was at home. Huh? Maybe soon I can share some of my culture directly with you. Until then, hone yourself for the time of our game. What? Okay. Because my options are eliminate him or talk with him. Can we talk about your very ominous, dog?
You
You have my ear.
My lord, I need to speak to you about something in private.
This is a beautiful place, isn't it? Not the quarry as much. Although the explicit sight of hierarchy without pretense is glorious. No, it's what you saw just beyond this pit. Gentle knolls climbing towards the clouds. A serenity that must be guarded by all means.
You've lost me, my lord. I just need to speak with you outside about the murders in Evermore.
I've traveled far and had plans for discourse with the gentleman you see before me.
This guy?
I needn't make him displeased, would I? Come, stay and join these formalities. You may bring some levity while we entertain the future of this land. Farewell, friend.
Let's continue with these talks within the barracks. Dinner should be on the table. There's no good discourse. I think it said without a full stomach.
It was quite the trek from Arnima. I hope the chef matches the talent of those in Evermore. Come, knight. Join us. You look famished, after having traveled so far to share in your worries.
It is settled then. Eat. We will eat. I know the mod's not finished yet, but it's just kind of funny. It's like, oh, well, some of the quest will be voiced, the other part won't. So it's like, oh, wait, hold on, what's going on here? Well, I gotta get rid of Predothor. Maybe if we eat and then I fight him, maybe then we'll be alright. But right now, he's my, my biggest obstacle. Get it? Because I'm tiny, and he's huge. No, go through the door. Go through the magic gate. Please.
Forgive the delay. I see the meat has kept its warmth. Just in time, then. Introductions are in short order. The itinerary for tonight has been complicated by another guest.
That's me.
My knight, esteemed hero of the Reach. You can thank this one for foiling that savage plot hatched by Mortifane.
What? What is that voice? What the hell? Am I listening to aliens? French my gratitude for having me attend this meeting. Forgive me for not being privy, but the kingdom is host to many knights. Why is this one so special?
Let's begin with what you came for in haste. We have gathered here today to consolidate our plans for the future of this kingdom, and the lands which will soon come under our rule. This knight knows the kingdom well. I'm sure such intimate knowledge of the realm will be used to all of you.
I'm in shelter, Prince. No room for any more of my warriors? Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Will always have a place here. No kingdom
I'm
can
getting my
hope to
voices
survive
mixed up.
through threat alone. Your actions keep the malcontents at bay.
Oh, no. What is this? You know those little, like, voice changers? It sounds like someone's speaking through that into their microphone.
As you should. Your clandestine methods have furthered our power, with the Empire and Daggerfall being none the wiser. Oh, how they wish we were still the backwater of yesterday. And Knight, tell us, are you committed to serving this kingdom and establishing a secure future for our people?
I want to end all the bloodshed. Your methods, however, will lead to only that. Can we not deal with this peacefully?
Would you reason with those who seek to undo you?
You? Yes.
Every concession is a gain for the enemy. Without knowing authority is to live without fear. The consequence being the Master's ruin. You came as an open book, yet I see the loyalty professed before had covered for something. I cannot have a knight that shields their intentions.
Lowlander Knight is eager to see your home, as do I. Will you show us what you've been working on in the basement? Is it that time, Prince? You are a most intolerable beast, and that pleases me greatly. Come, warrior, I'll show you the room where strength is king. No more talking. It bores me. Down we go to trim the fat. Yeah, like just suddenly no one's voiced anymore. And I said it many times now, I know I'll say it again, but it's so odd because it just seems like a weird workflow to me. That you voiced part of the quest, but not the rest of it. Especially when the last update from the mod was, what, probably over a year ago at this point. Well, Ulgrin, I'm gonna get murdered, but you're gonna help me not get murdered. How's that sound? Take a peek just over the ledge. It's calling for you, warrior. Oh yeah, nothing
What's that?
suspicious would happen.
Friendly.
Oh, the griffin!
Weak as piss.
Wait, is the griffin back? Wait.
Cheeky.
Oh god, what? Not entirely sure what just happened. Ulgrin's still up there, though.
Show you how we get down in the reach.
Wait, is Predothor supposed to be the griffin?
Feet out of here.
Is that what they're saying? Wait. Wait. Wait a second.
Smart, yeah.
I'm very, very confused by everything right now. What is going on? Well, he attacked first.
Weak as piss.
Time to kiss
Oh,
my
is he gonna
butt.
transform into the griffin?
My steel is going up your ass.
No, he transformed into the
Just
ebony
6 feet under.
warrior. We've also just got a lot of, we got a fog machine going on right now. Oh no, he transformed into a Dremor. I couldn't see the horns at first through the blue.
The wrong Richmond.
I mean, there was something off about him from the
Right
get-go,
between
so...
your eyes.
Dremor makes sense. Dremor, that lines up.
Say your prayers. Well, that was easier than expected.
Wait, he doesn't die?
Enough with the games.
Okay, well, listen, I didn't get a chance to read everything because there's a lot just going on right now. What is going on? It's the worst time to not have voice acting is during this. Lord, I bring you an apology in the form of a champion. This champion has done much. If I can slay this champion, I can return home. Is she here, the bearer of my future progeny? She should witness this visceral... Guessing he said display. Dagon would be disappointed that one of his own didn't die with his brothers. Your words are hollow, a coward's tongue, and you've brought this sad excuse for prey to appease me. You can have my head if this warrior disappoints. This one is different from the man-cattle that have come before. It is chained to other gods, gods who are our enemies to ours, and if we defeat their herald, then we shame them. Is that not worth seeing? I do smell the perversions of alien gods on your tribute's flesh. Very well, put on a spectacle. Warrior, you have entered the realm of the utmost, ultimate patriarch. Submit, okay. Pretense makes me sick. I'll cover every inch of this hole with what's left of you.
I see you, scum.
This... Oh, it just
Child's play.
feels so drastically different right now. Or rather, I feel like the whole tone of the mod has just shifted somewhat quickly. I know there was always weird Oblivion stuff going on, but now it's like, oh, well, he's a Dremora
Time to meet your end.
bound to Mehrunes Dagon, and he was left behind after the Oblivion Crisis,
I'll cave your skull in.
which is cool, but if there had been maybe a little bit more build up to it, rather than all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, well now Mehrunes Dagon, when up until now everything was just Namira.
Another gutter rat.
Oh god, alright. It's not a hard fight, it's just gonna be a little time consuming.
Frothy bugger.
Bested by a mortal to think you are the one to mantle my throne. Do not delay, Victor. Disseminate fury upon his failure, I will have his head on the highest pike, so that all can see his shame. Yet I taste the latent desire to return home, a privilege I can grant to those who are reified? I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read all of that. Went by very quickly. Return, champion, for a blood harvest dawns on this realm. Your gods will not grant you a second miracle in this bloodshed. However, you wish to linger a moment longer, I offer you this shameful spawn as your battle slave. No, I'm not bringing it. I'm not keeping him as a battle slave. After all this, the last thing I want to do is consort with any more Daedra than necessary. Walk through the gate. Yeah, I'm going home.